For a long time, I believed success was about luck, talent, or the right connections. I thought some people just had a natural edge. But after studying and observing truly successful people, the ones actually building meaningful lives, not just faking it online, I realized a hard truth. Success is built through habits, not giant, dramatic efforts, not secret formulas, but simple, consistent actions repeated every single day, with intention. The problem: most people ignore these actions because they seem too basic or too slow to work. But it's exactly those small, deliberate choices that create a completely different life over time. So today, I'll show you the 5 things successful people do every single day. The things most people overlook, not because they're difficult, but because they require awareness, discipline, and just a little bit of courage. 1. They start the day with intention, not reaction. Most people wake up and immediately check their phones, notifications, emails, social media, and just like that, they begin the day in reaction mode. Successful people do the opposite. They start their day with intention. Before looking outward, they turn inward. Some write, some meditate. Some simply ask themselves, what's the most important thing I need to do today? They don't let the world set their pace. They set it themselves. While most people are distracted, they are aligned. They don't wake up rushing. They wake up with clarity. And doing that every day builds a powerful sense of direction. 2. They do what needs to be done, even without motivation. Most people wait to feel motivated, but successful people know motivation is unreliable. So they don't rely on emotion, they rely on commitment. If it's time to train, they train. If it's time to study, they study. If there's a hard conversation to have, they have it. They do it because it needs to be done, not because they feel like it. And every time they follow through, even without motivation, they build something more valuable than momentum. They build trust in themselves, and that self-trust becomes the foundation for everything else. 3. They make time to think, while everyone else just acts. We live in a culture obsessed with action. Everyone's busy. Everyone's grinding. But are they heading in the right direction? Successful people do something unexpected. They stop to think. They carve out time to reflect, to ask themselves, what's working, what's not? Where am I wasting time? What needs to change? That reflection gives them something most people don't have: clarity. And clarity is power. While others are repeating the same patterns, they are adjusting. Because mindless motion leads nowhere. But thoughtful direction changes everything. 4. They feed their mind before they feed their body. Ever noticed, what's the first thing you let into your mind each morning? Is it the news, notifications, random social media posts? Successful people protect those first mental moments. They feed their mind before their body. It might be a book, a powerful idea, a journal entry, a quiet moment of gratitude. Their program, their brain before the day begins. Because what you allow into your mind in the morning shapes how you see everything afterward. It's not about toxic positivity. It's about training your mind to focus, to stay calm, and to resist the chaos. 5. They say no more than they say yes. This is probably the hardest one. Saying no feels uncomfortable. You want to be liked. You want to keep the peace. But successful people understand this. Every time you say yes to the wrong thing, you're saying no to what actually matters. They say no to distractions. No to people who drain their energy. No to empty commitments, time wasters, bad habits, and things that feel urgent but aren't important. They use no as a tool to protect their vision. It's not selfish. It's focused. Because you can't build something meaningful if your attention is scattered everywhere. In the end, these 5 habits aren't flashy. They won't go viral on social media, and they won't transform your life in a day. But that's their secret. They work quietly, through repetition. Successful people don't have more hours than you. They just use their hours differently. They don't have more raw talent. They just apply their discipline in the small, boring, consistent stuff. The kind of stuff most people ignore. Now the question is, will you keep ignoring what works, or will you start applying it? Even one habit at a time, done consistently, can change everything. And the time to start is now.